I just made this AI film and I'm going to show you exactly how I pulled it off.
The sleeve length is perfect. You remembered without measuring.
I measured. Of course you did.
What you just watched was made entirely with AI. Every shot, every scene, every character. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact pipeline I used to create it, step by step, from the very first idea all the way to a finished film. Now, you might have seen my previous prompts before, but this is version 2. This is a more detailed breakdown, a more refined process, so that you can generate a higher quality AI film than ever before. Here is what we are going to cover. We start with idea generation, where we come up with a concept and lock in the genre. Then, we move into the film concept, where we build out the full idea. After that, we design the story structure across 3 acts. Then, we create a character bible for every character in the film. From there, we generate character reference images, a plot outline, and a full production-ready script. We also cover director style, environment references for each scene, shot-by-shot start and end frames, storyboarding, and finally, video generation. That is the complete pipeline, and I am going to walk you through every single step. So make sure you stick around, because this is going to be a very detailed process, and if you want to support what I am doing on this channel, you can visit my seller page in the description to donate. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms. Now, let us get started. The first thing you want to do is download a document from my Telegram channel. The link will be in the description of this video. Make sure you join the channel and download that document, because it is going to serve as your guideline for the entire process. Once you have that, open your browser and go to cloud.ai. Start a new chat. This is the AI tool we are using for the majority of our generation, and you will see why it works so well as we go through this. Now, the first step is idea generation. Go to your document, copy the idea generation prompt, and paste it into Claude. You will notice there are 2 things you can adjust inside that prompt. The first is the number of ideas you want to generate. You can change that to 10. The second is the genre. You can write whatever genre you want, for example, action, thriller. And if you have a specific style in mind, like a John Wick style of film, you can add that too, so the AI understands the exact tone you are going for. Then send the prompt and let Claude do its work. Claude will return a detailed list of ideas. Each one will have enough substance to build a full film around. You do not have to use all of them. Just read through, pick the one that resonates with you, and copy it. Now, open a second tab and start a fresh Claude chat. Go back to your document, copy the second prompt, which is the film concept prompt, paste it into the new tab, then paste your chosen idea into the designated section and send it. Claude will now generate your full film concept, basically a complete foundation for your AI film, including the title, genre and tone, synopsis, and everything else you need to move forward. That concept is what you will be building on for the rest of this pipeline. Now let me show you the actual film I worked on, so you can see how all of these steps connect together in a real project. The film concept I used starts with a retired assassin living quietly as a tailor. She is forced back into her old world when a client recognizes a scar and reports her location to the wrong people. From that idea, Claude generated the title, the logline, the genre and tone, the main characters, and even the target runtime. The 3 main characters are Nadia Voss, Cecil Martin, and Yusuf. Everything is already structured and ready to build on. So, once your film concept is ready, the next step is story structure. What we are doing here is taking that concept and converting it into a cinematic 3-act structure. Basically, Act 1 is a setup, Act 2 is the rising conflict, and Act 3 is the climax and resolution. Most films follow this same structure, and we are replicating that in our AI film. Copy the story structure prompt from your document, paste it into Claude, and you will have your full 3-act breakdown generated. each act clearly laid out with the key story beats inside it. After your story structure is done, the next step is the character Bible. This is important. Copy the character Bible prompt, paste it into Claude, and Claude will generate a full visual and personality profile for each of your characters. For our film, that is Nadia Voss, Cecil Martin, and Yusuf. Make sure you go through each visual profile carefully because you are going to use these descriptions in the next step. And the next step is character reference image generation. This is where we move from Claude into Flow. Copy the character reference prompt from your document, paste it into Flow, then replace the character description section with the visual profile Claude just gave you for your first character. You can also add the wardrobe details if you want, or leave them out, then start your generation. That image you get is the character reference you'll be using throughout the entire film to maintain character consistency. Repeat the exact same process for your second character and then your third. By the end of this step, you will have a reference image for every character in your AI film. Now that your characters are ready, the next step is the plot outline. This is basically the backbone of your entire film. Every scene, every moment, every story beat your AI film follows will come from this plot. Copy the plot outline prompt from your document, paste it into Claude, and generate your outline. I changed the number to 8, so we are working with an 8-point plot. You can use 5 if you prefer. Most films work with either 5 or 8 points, so choose whichever feels right for the story you are telling. Go through the points once they are generated and make sure they align perfectly with your story concept. At this stage, everything should be feeling very connected. Now we move into script generation. This is where things get really detailed. Copy the script generation prompt, paste it into Claude, and what Claude will do is combine your film concept, your character Bible, and your plot outline to write a production-ready screenplay. The script will include dialogue, action lines, and everything else a proper screenplay needs. Claude will most likely deliver this as a downloadable document. You can download it directly or open it in Google Drive. I prefer opening it in Drive so I can copy from it easily later. Go through the script and you will see that the dialogue, the action, and the overall structure are all there and ready to use. Now, one thing worth noting here is that Claude works best when you keep everything inside a single chat. The reason is context. Claude is basically using everything you have already generated in that same conversation to inform each new output. That is why the script feels so accurate to your concept and your characters. So try not to jump between different chats for the same film project. The next step is the director's style prompt. This is something I introduced in this version of the pipeline, and it is very useful. What this prompt does is instruct Claude to define the visual language of your entire film. Basically, it locks in the camera system, the lens philosophy, the color grading approach, the lighting philosophy, and the camera movement rules. The reason this matters is that when you are generating your images and videos later, you want a consistent visual feel across every single shot. Copy the director's type prompt, paste it into Claude, and you will get a detailed breakdown. For our film, we are using a large format digital sensor. For dialogue scenes, we are using a 75mm to 200mm anamorphic lens. For action scenes, we are using a 40mm to 50mm anamorphic. The color grading and lighting are all defined there too. When you take these details into your image generation later, especially on a platform like Flow, you can select the correct settings to match that visual style. This means by the time you get to editing, very little color correction will be needed because the AI has already been generating with consistent visual rules from the start. Now that your script and director style are locked in, the next step is environment reference generation. This is another thing I introduced in this version of the pipeline, and it is very important for scene continuity. Basically, for every scene in your film, we want a reference image of that environment before we start generating anything. Copy the environment reference prompt from your document, paste it into Claude, and Claude will generate a list of detailed environment descriptions for each scene. Again, this will likely come as a document, so open it in Google Drive or download it to your system. Now take each environment description, copy it, and go into Flow. Make sure you select Nano Banana 2 as your model. That is the best model for this kind of generation. Set your aspect ratio to 16:9, change your number of generations to 2, then paste the environment prompt and start your generation. Pick the image you want and delete the one you do not need. Now here is something important. If you have the same scene appearing at different times of day, you do not need to start from scratch. All you have to do is attach the first environment image as a reference, paste the new prompt with the updated time of day, and generate. That way, the location stays consistent and only the lighting changes. Repeat this process for every scene in your film and you will have a full set of environment reference images ready to use. The next step is the shot-by-shot prompt generation, and this is where the pipeline starts to come together in a very precise way. We are generating two types of image prompts for every single shot in the film: a start frame and an end frame. The start frame is the image the shot begins on, the end frame is the image the shot ends on. Together, these two images are what the AI video generator will use to animate the shot. This is how we maintain that consistent look and movement across every shot in the film. Copy the start frame prompt from your document, paste it into Claude, and Claude will generate image prompts for every shot across every scene. For our film, that came out to 13 scenes and 41 frames. You will get this as a document, so open it in Google Drive. Then repeat the same process for the end frame prompt. Once both documents are ready, we can move into storyboarding. Now we are at storyboarding, and this step is critical. The storyboard is what ties everything together. It gives us a visual reference for each scene that combines the character and the environment before we ever generate a single video frame. Go back to your document and copy the storyboarding prompt, paste it into Flow. Now for each scene, you are going to attach two images to that prompt. The first is the character reference image for whoever appears in that scene. The second is the environment reference image for that scene. Then, inside the prompt, you simply identify them. For example, image 1 is Nadia voice, image 2 is environment reference. That is all you need. Make sure Nano Banana 2 is selected. Set your aspect ratio to 16:9, and you can set your number of generations to 2 or 4 depending on what you are working with. Start your generation and you will get a grid storyboard image for that scene. Now that your storyboard is ready, we use it to extract the start frame. Go back to your document and copy the start frame extractor prompt, paste it into Flow, attach your character reference image, then attach the storyboard image you just generated. Inside the prompt, identify them clearly. For example, image 1 is the character name, image 2 is the storyboard. Then in the task section, make sure you are extracting KF1 from image 2. Start your generation and you will get a clean, high-resolution start frame that matches your storyboard. For the end frame, the process is slightly different, and this is important to understand. Instead of attaching the storyboard again, you now attach the start frame you just generated as your reference image. The reason is that we want the end frame to feel like a continuation of the same shot. The character may be in a different position, but the visual quality and consistency should match. So attach the start frame, attach the character reference, adjust the prompt accordingly, and generate your end frame. Now you have both images for shot 1. For shot 2 of the same scene, repeat the entire process. Go back to the start frame extractor, change KF1 to KF2, generate the new start frame, then use that as the reference to generate the new end frame. You do this for every shot across every scene in your film. To keep everything organized, create a folder for your film and inside it, create a folder for your shot images. Name each image clearly. For example, shot 1 start frame would be SH1A and shot 1 end frame would be SH1B. Shot 2 start frame would be SH2A and shot 2 end frame would be SH2B. That naming system will save you a lot of time when you move into video generation. Now we are at the final step of the pipeline, and this is where everything comes to life. Go back to your document and copy the video generator prompt. Paste it into Claude. What this prompt does is take everything we have built so far and generate a video prompt for every single shot in your film. Each prompt will also include the duration for that shot. For our film, some shots are 12 seconds, some are 8 seconds. You will get this as a document, so open it in Google Drive or download it to your system. Now take those prompts into your AI video generator. You can use Flow with VO3, you can use InSpeed, Imagine Art, Open Art. The links will be in the description. The process is the same across all of them. Copy the prompt for a specific shot, upload your start frame and end frame images, switch from image mode to video mode, set your aspect ratio to 16:9, then attach the start frame as your start image and the end frame as your end image. Paste the prompt and start your generation. What the AI will do is animate from the start frame all the way through to the end frame, creating a natural, continuous shot. That is exactly the consistency we have been building toward this entire time. Repeat that process for every shot in your film. Once all your shots are generated and labeled correctly, import everything into CapCut and begin your edit. At that point, you can also work on your sound design. Reduce any background noise, add ambient sound, and layer in any additional sound effects you need. Because of the director style we defined earlier, very little color grading should be necessary. Lastly, and this is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video, every single step in this pipeline is connected. The idea feeds the concept feeds the story feeds the characters feed the script feeds the shots, and the shots feed the film. When you follow this process from beginning to end, inside a single cloud chart, everything stays consistent, everything stays intentional, and the result is a film that feels genuinely cinematic. If this video has helped you on your AI filmmaking journey, please make sure you like it and share it with anyone who wants to understand this process. You can also donate to the channel through the seller page in the description. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments and I will be there to answer every single one. See you in the next video. Lights out.